What's up, beasties? We are live back on Beast Friends Forever. And I've got an awesome guest, one of my bestest beastie friends I've made on BookTube so far. That is Andrew at Andrew's Wizardly Reads. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing good. He's been grooving and moving over here. He's listening to some good tunes.
Well, I mean, I was listening to an audiobook I was enjoying. I was literally listening to a cat fight. And if that sounds like I'm being descriptive, it was POVs are cats. It's a cat fight.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's pretty solid cat sound, man. Wow. I need to just clip that out and make it into a short.
Oh gosh, yeah, sure. Why not do it? I don't care. I'm more than willing to make a fool of myself on the internet.
So am I. So who knows how this is gonna go? All right, we got some peeps in here. First today was Christopher.
Yeah.
What's up? And yeah, I did see that score.
For hire.
Grimfell's here. What's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. Josh is here at Already Overbooked. Thanks for being here. The lizard himself, Timothy Wolf. What's up, man?
Timothy's an author as well, right?
He is, yeah. Let's see.
Show off his books. Show me them books.
I will. So he's got his most recent one is this, the novella.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
And then he's got. I'm reading the first one, so it's upstairs. But these ones.
I know those covers. I do know those covers. All
beautiful ones. Let's see. And then Cinna's here. How's it going? Yeah. Shad, how's it going, man?
What's up, Shad? It's been a minute since I've been live. I need to do a patron call. It's been forever since I talked to my patrons. I feel so bad.
Well, you were super sick for a while, man.
I've been sick for over a month.
Yeah. It's hard to do this stuff when you're sick.
I did read your book, John, and I even liked it.
I know. That's what I said. I'm like, if he read your book and liked it, you know it's good.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm way too picky to read stuff that I'm not enjoying. Right. I am a crotchety old man. Jenny, woo!
Jenny's here. Woo!
What's up, I love Jenny. I've actually got some artwork. I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah, get it, man. Let me see it. Thanks everybody for being here. We appreciate it. It's gonna be a fun time. Oh yeah, let's check this out. Oh, that is nice.
Look at that, gorgeous.
Oh, that's sweet.
This is from Cycle of Fire.
That is beautiful.
I love Cycle of Fire.
Oh, dang, man.
Love Cycle of Fire. Where is Cycle of Fire? Where do I have you? You're down here.
I say it's back there somewhere.
Yeah. This is a gorgeous trilogy. You can get this bind up for like $15.
Really? Ooh, I got it. Let's snag it. That looks good. Yes.
I need more people talking about Cycle of Fire.
I love bind ups.
I'm finally coming back to Ride Hell's Chasm next month.
Okay. Nice.
Yep, I'm going to finish it. And I'm like, it's been good. The problem is usually like I start reading it when I'm in a downward like reading mood. And so like it's just like, oh yeah, I'm finally reading to Ride Hell's Chasm. Oh, this is very intricate right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jenny's amazing. I love Jenny.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that is true. I know I'm going to start reading her stuff finally next month too. So I'm excited. Or not. Yeah. No, January.
Are you joining for the read along?
Yep. I'm going to, well, I had started
Curse?
Yeah, Curse of the Mistwraith.
Yep, this book one.
I've been reading that. I don't know where that is. Oh, I know where it is. It's going to be in a video I'm doing, so it's over there somewhere. But anyway, I started that in October in a buddy read in a Discord, but then there was some problems where there was some health stuff with the people running it, so then we kind of put a pin in it. So now I'm just going to wait till January and do it. But I read the first 10 chapters. It's really good.
Oh yeah, no, I've been fully inundated with the prose. Nico from Nico's Book Reviews named his daughter after one of the characters. So, me and Nico talk all the time.
Oh yeah,
so I have heard all.
He knows. He's let you know.
Yeah, I know all about the Wars, Light and Shadow. I don't have any spoilers, but like I know how beautiful the prose is and how much people love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Molly's here.
Yes, Molly McCobb. What's up?
I need to get that book.
Yeah, it does have some heavy stuff, which I know sometimes, it depends for you, but I feel like it fits into the story and the character growth good. So I think it's like a necessary part of it.
A book you just did in Book Mail today, you did John
Oh
Palladino's
yeah. Yes.
Tragedy of Sedaine. And that, like I got like 10% in, and there's like a really heavy chapter.
Yeah.
And I actually like DNF'd it, I unhauled it, I sold the books.
Yeah.
And then like 6 months later, I was like, I feel like I made a mistake.
I remember you talking
and I
about
read them, and I love that series. So sometimes I'm just very impulsive.
Yes. Yeah. And sometimes it's got to like sink in for a while, and you got to process it, right?
Well, I didn't reread that scene when I rebought the books. No,
you started after that.
I remembered everything I needed to, and I started right after that scene and continued on.
And then it was fine after that.
And then we were good. We were good to go.
That's how it goes, man. Derek is here.
Thanks, I love Derek Bailey.
Very nice. I'm getting to see some new friends in here since I'm having you on. That's awesome.
I pinged like 3 different socials, so
heck yeah.
Hopefully people are
gotta throw them around there.
Right.
Oh, John says he agreed. He felt the same way. Almost got him, but he pushed through too. So I'll have to be ready. There's
one particular scene that's particularly like just no, you didn't.
Oh man.
And like it's a huge trigger.
Okay.
And then like after that scene, nothing else John is going to throw at you is going to top that.
Okay. So I'll know when I get to it.
You'll know it. Yes. It will be abundantly clear. It is a turning point for one of the main characters.
Okay. All right. So I'll have to message you when I read that and I hit it, so you can talk me through it and be like, just come back to it. It's gonna be all right. Oh, yep. Janny's reading it right now.
Yeah.
Or wait, is she reading? Which John? Yeah.
John Douglas or Palladino?
Right. I just thought of that.
Whew.
Ooh. All right. So speaking of being sick, you're on the mend now. You had pneumonia, right?
I did have pneumonia. It started out as bronchitis. Then I got over the bronchitis and immediately got pneumonia as I was on the upswing. So that was fun.
It's like it's John.
I've been recording throughout my sickness.
I know, man. You're a trooper.
I'll just cut out all the and we'll cut that out.
We'll edit that out. Oh man, yeah, that's no joke. I'm glad that you're on the mend, man. I have a friend that I went to nursing school with a long time ago, and I haven't talked to him for a while, but he's actually in the hospital right now with pneumonia, and
it's going around.
Having some struggles with it. So
yeah, it's going around.
Yeah,
it got bad enough for me that I ended up at med check, and I was just like, I'm not dealing with this.
No, don't mess with it. Yeah.
It got what, like I was sleeping on the couch so my wife could actually like get some rest.
Oh, just because you're hacking up all the time.
I couldn't go to sleep. It was just like it was awful.
Yeah, that's rough, man. Oof. How did work go during all that time? Because
luckily I mostly work from home.
I know you work from home a lot. Yeah.
I'm technically a hybrid worker, so I only have to go in. I have to appear at my office, and like I don't have to work a whole day there. I would go in at like super early in the morning because I was up hacking anyway. Yeah. And then I would leave when people started showing up to work.
Okay.
And so that way I wasn't getting glared at. I was coughing all over everything.
But on your way out the door is all right though. Yeah. They didn't know how much though.
Yeah.
That happened before they got
there. HR doesn't make a distinction of if I'm sick or not. It's like, can I come in? Yeah, then you're coming in.
Right. Yeah.
Are you dead? No, you're coming in.
Then you're coming in. Dr. L's here from Novel Insights. What's up, man?
Hello.
I don't think I knew that John was a nurse.
Yeah, John is a nurse.
I did not know that, John. That's crazy.
I didn't know you went to nursing school.
Yeah, I was a nurse for, like 10 or 11 years. And then because I wanted to be a teacher when I got out of high school. But at that time, there wasn't a need for teachers around here like there is now. So everybody was moving out west. So then I just ended up I'm like, all right, I want to help people. So I ended up becoming a nurse, and it worked out pretty good. I met my wife through nursing, so
Nice.
you know, it was good.
I
But
met
then,
my wife at the gas station we worked at. So
well, there you go. You guys worked at the same gas station? That's how you
yeah,
met? How young were you guys? So you've been
21.
together. Oh wow, so it's been a long road then. You guys have
Yeah.
been together. That's awesome.
Yeah, we've been married since 2016. So
Oh man, nice. Did you work the same shift?
I worked all 3 shifts, and she
Okay.
worked second shift.
Okay.
But,
So
yeah.
you saw her all the time, no matter what, whether you worked
Yeah,
with her or took over for her or she took over for you.
Yeah.
Very nice. Which gas station was it? Was it a local one or a chain?
It was a Meyer.
Okay. Oh, good old Meyer, yeah.
Good old Meyer.
Nice.
That good old barely more than minimum wage. I love it.
Yes. They still do that. That was my first, my second job. I was a cart pusher and a bagger at Meyer.
Oh,
when I was
okay.
15.
I worked there for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That's a long time.
I went to a warehouse where I worked for Roche for 9 months. That turned out to be a horrible thing. And then I went and worked for Stanley Security. Stanley Security got bought out, and now I work for a completely different company. I work for Anthem.
Okay. Nice. What does Anthem do?
I work on the dentist side of things. I
Okay.
work behind the scenes, and I load dentists into system.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, so it's like a I can't think of like
insurance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I work in insurance, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that does work out good for having to work from home if you're coughing all over the place. That's good.
Yeah.
Still do
it. Was great. I didn't have to take any time. I was just entering in data. It's fantastic.
Right, just tapping away.
I've got my audiobooks going on, so I don't have to listen to myself cough. It's great. You only got to deal with the pain.
That's right. That's it. You can push through that.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. What was your pickup line at that gas station?
I don't remember.
Or you just won her over time?
No, yes, because she hated me. When we first met, she did not like me.
She was not a fan, huh?
Yeah, if you picture my wife, like picture me, the complete opposite. Like I'm loud and I'm talkative.
Yeah.
She would be perfectly happy if I would be quiet for 3 hours.
That's never happened in your whole entire life, though, I imagine, right?
I'm bookish. She plays hockey.
Oh man, she plays hockey?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah.
You got to watch out, though. She's probably pretty tough then.
Yeah, no. Are you kidding? I had pneumonia, and she didn't even get sniffles.
She's got an ironclad immune system.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
It's so not fair.
Oh, that's crazy.
Every bug my kids give us, or every bug my kids get, they give to me. My wife gets maybe 1 out of 10.
It goes through all the kids and then Andrew.
And then like she might sniffle for a couple days and then she's fine. Strongest immune system of anybody I've ever known.
That's awesome, man.
She could like snort the Black Plague and probably just be fine.
Just spit it back out.
Yeah, just
done.
Go.
Oh, here's a nice compliment for you. This gas is premium. That would have been a good one to use on her.
That would have been. I'm not much of a.
She was working there though.
I'm not much of a pickup line guy. Like usually, I slowly, incrementally work my way into your life until I'm irreplaceable.
And then you don't leave.
Mm-hmm. Very much.
Oh man, that's good. Well, we've got a nice packed house, and I just want to talk a little bit. I've always kind of wondered about your story of, because I found you pretty early on, but not all the way at the beginning. So I've just kind of always wondered how you got into the whole booktube biz. Like, how did that all happen for you?
For me, I got bullied into it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So it's kind of a daisy chain of events. Where I was a watcher of booktube for about a year. And I was watching Mike. Mike shouted out a channel that's now mostly dormant. He pops into live shows occasionally. Slowly Read.
Oh yeah.
Slowly Read he shouted out Nico, and I ended up on Nico's channel. And Nico's like this is very early on. Like Nico actually started out with like, you know, a faceless YouTube channel where he would just
really?
audio.
Okay.
And he had gone to face, and like his like book, he was like 10 feet from his bookshelves, and like he was like off to the side, and like I was offering like critiques on how he could better frame it, and he was very receptive. Like I was a complete jerk in his comments. I was just like, dude, you're way too far away from your bookshelves. You need to center up. Like you need to make all these changes to your channel. And he was just like, you know what, that makes sense. And he actually made the changes, and then he opened up a Discord server, which I then joined. And I started ranting about the Witcher series at some point. The server was created for a buddy read of American Gods. And then I was ranting about the Witcher, and I was told I had strong opinions, and so I should create a booktube channel. And then Nico and another channel that's still active, posting on YouTube, but she doesn't really communicate on socials or anything like that. Okay. That's Megan's Reading Revelations. They ganged up on me at the time, and like I was just like, fine, I'll put something out. It's not going to be good, and it wasn't. And here we are, almost 4 years later.
Yeah, it's been a good run. Yeah, you're doing good, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, Slowly Read was dope.
Yes, I was gonna say I agree. I do miss his channel. He was awesome.
Really good channel.
He talked about making some videos again for a hot second, but then I haven't seen anything again for a bit.
Once you walk away, it's very hard to come back. Yeah. I mean, almost everybody. Jessie May, she tried to come back. Jessie May, I think, ended up just kind of calling it quits.
Yeah.
Alan's currently been struggling this last year with trying to make his comeback. He's actually sprinting right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's doing reading sprints right now. I saw that right before we went live.
Yeah.
But he's been posting videos, a couple videos this last week, so that's been cool. But yeah, usually once a channel goes dormant, it's 9 times out of 10 it's going to stay dormant.
Yeah, that is hard. You got to kind of be in the swing of it and keep it going, because it's easy. I'm sure if you stop for a long time, it's hard to get back into it.
Yeah. Although like channels like Evie from She Was Only Evie stopped doing regular posts, but we'll do live shows and live streams and discussions, panels and stuff like that. So, I mean, it can take time.
Yeah, that's true. There's different ways you can stay connected. Very true.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah, that's kind of. Oh yeah, he's live with Jimmy.
That's a good shocker. Yeah, right. That was hilarious together. Crazy.
Alan and Jimmy? Who would
no way.
Here's
a good
I like that.
Oh yeah, nuts. That was clever. I'd agree with this. You do have a way of casting a spell on everyone.
Sure, if you say so.
Well, Derek,
I'm just as shocked that my channel is as big as it is, because I think there are so many other people who do it way better than me.
You do awesome, man. Don't sell yourself short. You've always been one of my favorites, so
I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who watches and subscribes and comments. Like, I appreciate it. It's kind of from the inside, like you don't see your own, like you're your own worst critic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like when I'm recording, like half the time I'm like, this is crap. I'm not saying anything of substance. Like nobody's gonna watch this. This is gonna flop. Like, and then like I'll edit it and I was like, that was crap. But I mean, at least it's edited. It's a video that can go up and then it'll get decent engagement. I'm like,
all right. Yeah, man, it's just you, dude. You're just awesome.
John said it exactly right. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm apparently, that's a line from Parks and Rec. But apparently I'm doing it really well.
That fits. Oh yeah. You're like the YouTube version of an author.
I just keep showing up and I keep putting my face on the internet.
Put it out there.
I try and do one thing every day at least. I think I've missed maybe 6 days over the last 2 years.
Really? I'm just not posting something? That's pretty impressive, man.
Whenever I don't post something, YouTube gets mad at me. I will see a 40% dip in all my analytics if I miss one day. Man. And it will take 2 to 3 weeks to recover.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you got to keep pushing it out. I mean, shorts are nice when you're busy. You can just throw something out, you know.
Unless you've done 800 of them.
True. We do have some nice shelves behind us, like we're sitting on thrones of books. I like that.
Oh man, I would love to sit on it. Although that does sound uncomfortable.
It does. It does. Depends on the books, right?
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, that's true.
Oh man. So what do you, speaking of books, I guess I don't know if I know this. I probably do if I think back to your videos, but what's your favorite type of book to read? Are you a paperback, trade paperback, mass market? I know you've rediscovered your love of mass market lately.
Yeah. So like if I'm just wanting to like zone out the world around me and I don't care what happens to the book that's in my hand,
Yeah.
mass market's the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do read a lot of Kindle because I can take it anywhere. It's compact. I can take a library with me.
Yeah.
It's water resistant. So my kids can dump their water bottles all over it and it's usually fine.
Right. It's usually fine.
I'm very hard on my Kindle, but I use it a lot.
Right.
But it's not my preferred way to read. Hardcover, not really. It's not going to be hardcover. It's got to either be a very small hardcover or compact hardcover because those things are heavy. And if I want to sit down and I want to read for 4 hours,
right, you don't be holding that up.
Yeah, trade paperback is probably where it's going to be at for me. But if I'm just looking for straight enjoyment, mass market paperback.
Yeah, fair. Now, what about display on your bookshelf? That you like hardcover, right?
That I like hardcover. I like leather bounds. I'm wanting to get the rest of the Sandersons. I've got Way of Kings on the way.
Okay.
I've got my eye on a Warbreaker, but something else just recently came up. Like I was just telling you about Tail Chaser's song. I scored a wicked deal on a Grim Oak Press Tail Chaser song. Actually, about 40 minutes ago.
Really?
So yeah, about 40 minutes ago. You got to know where to look.
I guess.
So if you want premium books at a decent price without getting gouged, stay away from sites like eBay. Don't go anywhere near it. You can find a good deal on eBay, but where you want to go is usually you want to go to Facebook. And there's Grim Oak Press, Buy Swap, Sell Trade. There's one for Suntop Press. There's one for Broken Binding. And there it's the communities where the people on the subs are just like, hey, like I didn't want to raise my sub, so I got this, but I'm willing to let it go. Or like, hey, I've fallen on hard financial times. I'm just gonna let this go.
Right.
And you can get maybe slightly marked up, but not secondhand market marked up.
Okay.
So Facebook's where it's at.
Yeah, I never find anything local, but I guess I don't think about how you can have stuff shipped through there too. So
yeah. Oh, shot. I did not get the Sun Eater.
I didn't think you did.
No, I couldn't afford it. There was I don't know why people don't spread it out and talk to each other, because like within 3 months, if I had bought everything I wanted, I'd have lost $2,000.
Oh gosh, I know.
I mean, like there was like, hey, Malazan, hey, here's Sun Eater, like back to back. And I was just like, well, okay. And then like Grim Oak Press was dropping stuff, and Nvidian Press was dropping stuff, and like everybody dropped everything at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
And I've got a very limited book budget, and I just couldn't.
That's smart.
But I mean, I've got the standard hardcovers right here, so I'm good.
Yeah. Yep. I got all of them except I have the paperback of Holland Dark and Demon in White, but I just ordered the hardcover, so I'll have all the.
I was gonna buy the novella collection.
Yeah.
They wanted. I already messaged you.
I know.
I was so mad.
It's crazy, man.
I walked away from it. I didn't end up getting it. There was 2 sets left, and I walked away. I couldn't do it. I was just like, because I was gonna ask my wife for that for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And instead, like I was like, just get me Way of Kings Leatherbound, and she was like, okay.
There you go. So that's a fair trade-off.
It was free shipping, and at least I wasn't getting charged $60.
I know,
for shipping from the UK.
It sucks.
Ridiculous.
I wish they could find some way around that. I don't know. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
So which ones do you have back there? Which leather bounds do you have?
Oh goodness. Talk about a question I wasn't ready for. So I've got a faux leather bound of American Gods and a Nazi Boys.
Oh yeah, nice.
I've got the faux leather bound of Threadlight by Zach Argyle.
I've got that one. That's a pretty one.
I've got a gorgeous magician.
Ooh, that's
signed
nice.
by Raymond D. Feist.
Very nice.
This is from Easton Press.
Okay.
A bunch of my mods and friends got together to get that for me for my birthday. I don't think this is leather bound. Yeah, that's just royal hardback.
Oh yeah.
I've got right here Dragon Mage.
Oh, that's a nice
faux leather with the edge.
Cool edges. That's crazy.
Yeah, I've got that.
That's awesome.
I've of course got Elantris.
Ah, nice. Okay, I wondered which one you had.
Yeah, I love Elantris.
I liked it too. I feel like it gets a bad rap.
It's where I started though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I started around Elantris, and I think I read Elantris before I read Mistborn.
Okay.
I've got this right here. I've got my Levidian Press Horns by Joe Hill.
Ooh, okay. I didn't know you had a horns one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. Let's see. What else do I got here to show you? I've got more. Hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Well, we know you got some nice ones back there.
I've got the Foe of the Keeper Chronicles, Threat and Pursuit of Shadow.
I've seen those.
I did a giveaway for.
Yeah, I remember you doing the giveaway
on my. Well, that's because okay, so it was the wildest thing. I received a damaged one, so I reported it, and I didn't hear anything back. So then I pinged the author on Twitter, and I was like, "Hey, it's been a week. I haven't heard anything back." She's like, "I'll put a bug in their ear." So both of those bugs ended up getting me sent a replacement copy, and so then I offered to send them back, and they were like, "Nah, just keep it." And I was just like, "Okay." So I sent one to a friend, and I was like, "I've got this one. I'll just do a giveaway."
That's awesome.
What do you want me to do with these?
I know.
I don't. No, that's not leather bound. Not leather bound. Not leather bound. Although that is darn sexy.
Which one? Which one is the sexy one?
My Never-Ending Story.
Oh, nice.
My Folio Society Never-Ending Story. You can see how it's like. It's almost like wrapped in a velvet.
Yeah.
But there's the edge.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I loved reading from this.
You got a lot of pretty books, man.
And then I've got, of course, my Grimmauld Press books, where I've got Dragonbone Chair by Tad Williams.
Mm-hmm.
That's leather bound. Oh, come here. Stone of Farewell is leather bound.
Nice.
And then, are those leather bound? Where are you? I don't remember if these are leather bound. They are. So I've got another Magician from Grimmauld Press that's leather bound.
That's cool.
And then I've got Silverthorn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come here. And I've got Daughter of the Empire. There's that Janny Words woman again. Fantastic. And I've got Darkness at Sephinon.
Oh, man. I didn't realize you had so many.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
I might have a problem.
Hey, there's worse vices to have.
Exactly. It could be drugs.
Beautiful books. Exactly.
Oh. But yeah, those are my leather bounds.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I wasn't even keeping count. There were so many.
And then I've got my Barnes & Noble Foe, Ray Bradbury and Agatha Christie.
Those are pretty nice looking too.
I also have Moby Dick, Douglas Adams. I've got more. Where are they? Oh yeah, over here. I've got a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and a Three Musketeers. That's an Easton Press as well.
Was that 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea the one you found when you were going through somebody's house or something? Wasn't it? I remember a video, somebody gifted you or you found.
I found a sting.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, I scored. I was helping a buddy move. This might be the story you're thinking of. I was helping a buddy move, and underneath his bed, I found a sting, and I told him this was my fee for helping him move, and he was like, "All right." And
that might be the one I'm thinking of.
He just let me have it.
That's pretty nice. Do you see what Janny said? Servant of the Empire is coming, and all the artwork for Mistress is completed.
I know. Luckily, it hasn't sold out yet, so I can still go ahead and get it. But it hasn't been in my budget lately. And the only reason I got Tail Chaser's Song for such a good deal is because it was a PC copy. It wasn't numbered.
Oh, okay.
PC is, I think that stands for printer's copy.
Yeah.
So that's one that's sent out to reviewers, or it's kept in house, but it's still signed, and that's all I really care about. I don't care about numbered editions.
I know. I don't care about the numbers or letters.
You heard it here first. I don't care about numbered editions.
Just needs to be signed.
It needs to be signed. That's it.
That's the way to do it. Oh man. All right. So what think back to when you were just a little wizard, just a little guy.
Just a
little guy. What was your early reads that got you into reading and got you into fantasy, if you think back?
Man.
Were you always a reader, like even as a little kid, or did you get into it when you were older?
No, I've always been a reader, but like, I mean, I could point to Harry Potter, I could point to The Hobbit, I could point to Chronicles of Narnia, Dragonlance.
Oh, Dragonlance.
I inevitably forget about something like the Magic Tree House. I read a lot of Magic Tree House growing up.
Yeah.
There's another one with like some monsters, and I forgot the name of it. I'd completely forgotten it until like a month ago. I saw it on a book haul video of somebody's channel. I was like, I know that book. I used to have those. And then it had since left my mind again because it made such an impact on me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Dragonlance. I didn't always read fantasy. I read a lot of like adventure thrillers. So a lot of Clive Cussler. I was really big into Clive Cussler in high school.
Oh, nice.
But I also read the first 5 Dark Towers in high school. What else did I used to read a lot of? I used to read a lot of Ender's Game.
Oh, nice.
I probably read Ender's Game like 6 or 7 times.
Dang.
Yeah, so we used to have to like take a quiz to prove that we were reading in high school.
Okay.
And like the option was like Ender's Game, so people would like buy me lunch. Ender's Game ended up being the most read book in our class because I read it and I got 100% on the score for everybody else in class.
Nice.
It was funny. Teacher didn't care, but I was one of the, I think I was like the 3rd biggest reader in the school, and my year was 1,200 kids.
Dang, so, that's pretty good.
Yeah, out of a 4-year school, just my year was 1,200, and I was number 3 in the school.
Jeez, dang, you were on the podium.
Yeah,
top 3.
And I read probably 3 times more now than I did then.
Oh man, that's good. That's good that it's gotten more reading as you've gotten older. That's good. Sometimes it goes the other way. That's awesome.
I've had to punch down my reading since joining BookTube because I was even more voracious.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you got to have time to make videos and edit and all that stuff too.
Family and kids and
and then you're just getting older. You have more responsibilities.
Yep.
Dragonlance.
I did see that. So I made the mistake of not leaving the initial Dragonlance Chronicles in Nostalgia Land. And I came back and tried to rate it as a critical reviewer. That was a big mistake. Because it still had the elements that I loved, but I noticed all the flaws.
Right.
And that bugged me. That really upset me that like I was just like, oh man, this thing was how many it depends, Sina. There's written by Margaret Wise and Tracy Hickman. There's like 30, maybe 40 that they've been a part of.
That's crazy.
That has other authors, and that may be an elevated number. Last I was paying attention, it was 140. And that was about 8-10 years ago.
Man.
So
even more now, probably.
Yeah, there was a lawsuit for like 4 or 5 years ago. No, 3 or 4 years ago. Where Margaret Wise and Tracy Hickman came back to write more, and they tried to drop the contract, and they ended up suing, and the books got released.
Jeez,
something like that, something along those lines.
Wow. Man,
but yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Dragonlance, and I've only read maybe 30 or 40 of them.
Oh, here we go. Over 200 official Dragonlance.
There we go.
So you read 30 or 40? That's still pretty good. I think I only read a few back in the day. So
I read all of there's a core pillar. I read all of those, and that comes out to about, let's see, so there's 3 trilogies. There might be 4 trilogies now, actually, because they came back and they filled in some holes, and I read those. Okay. So there might be 15 there, and then I read the Sextant Chronicles. I read Brothers Magier. I read a whole bunch of them. Raceland, Soulforge.
You really did.
Warhammer, I think, is
like Warhammer probably has more. Yeah.
It's comparable, if not more.
Did you have you read much Warhammer?
I have some Warhammer to read.
Yeah,
I
same here.
haven't started Warhammer yet.
I know, it's just so. Where do you think you're gonna start with?
I bought Horus Heresy.
Okay.
That's what I bought.
Yeah.
And I've also got where is it? I wanted to say Eisenhorn, but I knew that was wrong.
Oh yeah, I have the Eisenhorn one.
I want the Eisenhorn, but I've got Caiaphas Cain, Hero of the Imperium.
Oh yeah, that's another one I want to get to. Yep.
So
yeah, because isn't the Horus Heresy takes place first technically, right?
I think so.
Isn't that before everything else?
The Horus Heresy is, I think, like the main core story.
Yeah. And there's
it's the pillar, and then everything else branches off from there.
That. Yep. Yeah,
there's like 30 to 80 Horus Heresy books.
Oh yeah, that's wild. So much stuff.
I'm never gonna read them all.
I know. There's no way.
I could absolutely fall in love with it and not read it all.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know the Space Marine stuff looks cool. There's just so much in there that sounds awesome.
I've heard of Gotrek and Felix. My Half Price Books actually had some of those today.
Oh really?
Yeah, but they wanted like $70 an omnibus.
Oh man, that's crazy.
No, that's, well, thanks.
That's a little much.
No, I actually shut down my Pango Books recently, and I just took my remaining stocks to Half Price Books today and bought more books.
There you go. Oh man, I wish there's a Half Price Books by me. There is none.
None? I've got 2 within 20 minutes of me.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Are they?
Luckily, it is 20 minutes, so like I'm lazy enough that it's
just
like
enough where you're like
just lazy enough that I don't go every day.
Oh man,
it weirded me out. There was a period where I was going a whole lot because I was like downsizing, and I walked in to sell one day and they said, "Hey Andrew, what's up?" And I just kind of looked. I was like, "I've never seen you before." She's like, "You're in here. You're in here enough. We know who you are." And I was just like, "I'm not coming back for 5 months. Right. How about that?
I'm gonna show you. You're not gonna recognize me next time you see me."
And they haven't since, despite the fact that like a good, I want to say 10% of their fantasy section at my local one is Books Island hauled.
You're just making up the whole fantasy section for them.
It makes it hard to shop there because I was like, well, I'm the one who put it there. Right. Like, I don't want it back.
Oh, that's true. That's not good. You'll be back. We got what you need.
Yeah,
except for all the things that you left there. Oh man. Well, that's good. What are you reading right now?
Right now, I started Tail Chaser's Song today because Nico interviewed Ted Williams today.
Nice.
And that lit a fire underneath me to finally just read Tail Chaser's Song. I should be reading The Last King of Ostenard, but Tail Chaser's Song is a standalone. Get off my back. And then I'm reading this sucker right here.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'm about 20% into that. And those 2 books should take me to the end of the month. Well, and Kill Creek. Where is Kill Creek?
Oh yeah, what is Kill Creek? You mentioned that, and I hadn't heard of that.
Where is my physical copy of Kill Creek?
Uh-oh.
It's somewhere. My kids probably got a hold of it.
I was gonna say, your daughter was in there earlier. She probably took off with it. It's like, oh, this looks nice.
That wouldn't surprise me. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I was gonna try and read this, and then Tail Chaser's Song kicked that to the curb. But Kill Creek right here. It is a haunted house horror novel.
Yes. I've seen that cover before.
Yeah, it's about 4 horror authors who are like in different stages of their life, and they each write different types of horror. So like one writes like R.L. Stine style of horror. Okay. One writes like graphics, sexy, hot topic, button issue horror. The other one writes classic horror, and the other one writes grounded horror.
Okay.
And they bring these guys together in a haunted house for an interview. It's supposed to be like a publicity stunt for this like horror pop sensation website, and it turns out the house is actually haunted, despite the fact that nobody believes it's haunted, but it turns out to actually be haunted. And yeah, it's pretty good. There's been one scene in there where I was just like, that feels like hot topic horror. There we go. It feels like it was kind of forced a little bit, but other than that, I've actually really enjoyed it.
That's good. Yeah, it sounds like an interesting concept.
Yeah.
I didn't know where you're going there for a minute with that one author when you're talking about sexy, hot topic. I was like, what's going on?
I don't know what I'm allowed to talk about on your channel or not.
Oh, you can talk about anything on my channel, man.
I'm trying to keep it PG-13.
No way, it's fine. Be yourself.
It's the type of horror where like nothing is off limits. Be it body horror, sexualization.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
A really hot topic.
Yep.
Button issue, like trigger warning style of horror.
Got it. Nice. So
say whatever you want and using camera.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I was just gonna say, but I don't even have 1,000 yet, so you can say whatever you want, man. It's safe.
Yeah. I've had one live stream get demonetized, and I don't even care. What did I lose? $1.50?
Right. That's fair. Yeah. You should always say what you want to say and not feel bad about it. I mean, most of the time.
Yeah.
All right. So, I thought I saw something in here I wanted to show you, but we have a lively chat. Everybody's saying so much stuff.
At your mercy.
Shoot. I don't remember. Now, earlier somebody did mention Malazan in there. How far are you into that? I forget.
I've got book 5 slated for next month. Nice. You will be surprised to learn that I am not reading Wind and Truth in December. Mainly because I ain't got time for that.
That's fair.
And I'm actually so I've been fairly critical of Stormlight Archive post Rhythm of War.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of come back and read them all physically, which is going to be I've got it pre-ordered. I'm getting in Wind and Truth. I will have it. Just not reading it. I want to reread them physically because I wonder if like Kate Redding is not my favorite narrator.
Yeah. You did them all audio then?
I did them all on audio.
Okay. Yeah, it might make a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will make a difference. But I'm on Midnight Tides.
Okay. Nice.
So I'm 5 books in, or I'm 4 books in, getting ready to be halfway through. I say halfway through; it's more like 40% through.
Okay.
Because the last 5 books are just
beasts.
Huge.
Yeah. I haven't started yet. I'm gonna start next year. I did get the broken binding ones of those.
No, I did not.
So when those come in, I think I'll start.
I don't like them enough to spend that kind of money.
I was gonna say, I know you don't love them.
No, I don't.
That's fair. But you're still reading through them. That's good.
Yeah. I am perfectly happy to read those on mass market paperback.
Yeah. Some of those covers are pretty sweet.
Yeah. No, I used to have them on trade paperback, and then I DNF'd the series, and then like a year later, I was just like, I probably shouldn't have sold those. But I needed the space at the time, and I was just like, I can take the money and buy other books, which I did.
Yeah.
And then I came across them at a half price books in mass market paperback, and I was just like, you know what? That's more my speed.
And those are always cheap.
Yeah.
The mass market ones.
They don't take up a lot of space. I can throw them around. They're not rare. No,
you don't have to worry about that. That's true. Oh man. Yeah, and then Wind and Truth I won't be reading it either because I just finished Way of Kings, so I got a ways to go before I can get there.
Oathbringer is my favorite.
Is it?
I love it.
That's good to know. Okay. I'm interested in who I land.
A lot of people are very critical on it.
Yeah, I've heard
I don't care.
It's my favorite.
It's my favorite.
Oh, I remember what I was going to ask you. Have you started reading the Repairman Jack books yet? I know you grabbed a bunch of them.
No, I have not. No,
okay.
Those are slated for sometime in the future.
Sometime in your life.
Hey, Palmer. Yeah, no, Repairman Jack is a future, Andrew.
All right.
That's his problem.
It's one of my favorites. So when you get ready to read it, let me know.
I am reading currently I'm working my way through Sandman Slim.
Ooh, that's a good one too. I gotta get back. I only read the first one though.
The first one's really good.
Yeah.
I did not like the
Uh-oh.
second book.
You didn't like the second one? Ooh.
No.
I haven't read the second one. So it's not a good follow-up.
Well, not that it wasn't a good follow-up, but narratively. So, like, have you read Dresden?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you know how the tension builds throughout the
Yes.
series
Yes.
to the point where, like, the series is almost unrecognizable?
Yeah.
We just jump 8 books ahead, basically,
Oh.
narratively and tension-wise.
Okay.
It just ramps up, and it's like book 2, apocalypse, and you're like, why?
Yeah,
How? Why
that's
are
a
you
little quick.
like? I know James is kind of a douche. Like, I get that. Like, he's not a good person.
Right.
He's very abrasive, and
Mhm.
you told me to say whatever I wanted.
Yeah, that's not
and
bad.
he's very much an anti-hero.
Yeah.
But the reactions that he gets in that, like, it's just like all of the relationships, all of the setup, we jump to where they're all just blowing up, and it was narratively kind of disjointed and messy,
Yeah.
and we killed off people after certain reveals, and it's just like, but why do I care? Because I haven't had enough time to get to know this character and like be invested in the fact that we now have this information, and it's just kind of like, yeah, that was John. I think you would love Sandman's Thumb, honestly. If I'm being perfectly honest, James Stark is so abrasive that he is refreshing.
Yeah. True. He needs more of that kind of fiction in his life.
He's a magician who got tricked and sent to hell by his cabal of wizards, and he basically becomes a hitman in hell. Going by the demons call him Sandman Slim for some reason. That always felt kind of forced to me, because like halfway through the novel, he's just like, "Oh, it's Sandman Slim," and he's like, "Who is that?" It's like, "Oh, they call you that behind your back. Why?"
Right. Yeah. I wonder if they explain that eventually. I don't know.
I hope they do.
JC and Byrne, I don't know how far you are in that. If you can let us know, do they eventually explain that? I don't know.
Oh,
but
I don't know.
He agreed that they got to it too quick. But yeah.
It basically, book 2 does a whole series reset.
Oh wow, that's so weird, because book 1 was so good. You think they could have just kept going with that?
Yeah, it's very. I have the first 5, but I mean, I'm going to give book 3 a shot. Yeah, and if book 3 isn't a marked improvement, I'm going to probably have to just write it off.
Yeah. Joe said I've read all. I don't know if there's more to it than just him being BA, and sometimes that's all right.
It's fun.
Oh, that's a throwback. Did you ever play Earthworm Jim back in the day?
My cousins played a lot of Earthworm Jim. I did not, although I almost bought Earthworm Jim on N64 because I've been retro gaming here lately.
Ooh, nice.
But I looked at the reviews of the game, and even at the time, the game was like not well rated, and I was just like,
Oh man,
I'll get some more, and I'll whoop my dog.
Oh yeah, I mean that's always fun. I mean I loved it, but then I played it when I was like 8 years old or something. I don't know. So I guess you like anything when you're that age. But
yeah.
I played that, and then around the same time, Toe Jam and Earl. Do you remember hearing about that game? Anyone in the comments? I don't know if I'm the only one that played Toe Jam and Earl. They're like 2 aliens that dressed like cool like teenage kids with like sideways hats and like baggy clothes. And I don't even remember the point of the game, but
it sounds familiar, but the name isn't ringing a bell.
No.
I wasn't allowed to have video game consoles. I always had to go over to my cousin's house. Oh yes, Cena. I've read all of Alex Verus, and
I know you have. I have them, but I haven't read it yet.
Hold on. I gotta turn the other way.
That was going to be my Dresden replacement once I caught up, but now there's so many other books.
As you can just see my wonderful blanket. It's got foxes and bunnies and hearts and rainbows.
Anyway, I love it.
It is right.
It looks toasty. Oh yeah, nice.
So there's my Alex Verus and my 2 Sandman Slims and some John Scalzi.
Nice.
I love Alex Verus.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about that. Do you have? How far are you into it? Because isn't there a bunch of them? Just like, I mean, there's less than Dresden, but there's a bunch of them.
No, I've read them all. Series is completed.
Very good.
I haven't read any short stories associated with it, but
okay.
You see, a lot of people will recommend Rivers of London. I liked the first 4, and then book 5 does a thing that I didn't particularly love, and I haven't come back to it since. And then Ben Aronovich, he started releasing a bunch of novellas
Oh yeah.
It's novellas are a slippery slope, especially when you got a bunch of main entries. I got into that a little bit into the weeds with Alona Andrews with the Kate Daniels stuff, which I don't suggest.
Yeah. I haven't read
and
it.
I mean there was like, but at least with those, they were included in the back of the book. So they were,
they're there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're there. They're easy to access, and I could just keep reading the book
Right.
and get like a short story or something like that.
Yeah.
But
You don't
with
have to pay
Rivers of London, like it feels like every book gets a novella entry afterwards, and it's just
that gets to be too much.
I lost interest in it.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, people love it.
Yeah.
The first book is really good.
I haven't read. I've heard that. John knows what I'm talking about. He was a Genesis kid. He played Toe Jam and Earl. Yeah, I don't remember much about it. I just remember what it looked like. And he also said, "Thank God you're wearing pants."
Well, yeah.
When you took your blanket off, that would have been.
I'm not just going to hop on YouTube and be like, demonetized, video taken down, reputation ruined.
Oh.
I guess if I wanted to stop being a YouTuber, that'd be one way to do it.
Right, that would be one thing to do. Yeah. Did you ever read? Boom. That'll do it every time. I'm trying to remember. Did you ever read any of those books? I have the first one by Luke Arnold. They're called shoot, I wish I could.
Yeah, I did.
Like where shoot, now I can't remember what they're called.
That's what I read them, but I read it's like something about
I know it was
Thunder City.
Yeah. Sunder
Catch
City.
Phillips. Oh, there's a fourth book. There's a fourth book coming out. I thought it was a trilogy.
I did too.
I read Last Smile in Sunder City.
Yep. That's what I have.
I did. Did I do Dead Man in a Ditch? I think I DNF'd at One Foot in the Fade. I think like Fetch was just kind of
It's getting old. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just
like an interesting concept, but
it is an interesting concept where the world is where magic is gone, but there's still magical creatures, but they've lost all their magic. And I don't remember if that's a spoiler or not, so I can't.
No, I think it says that right in the beginning.
Well, no, I was about to elaborate.
Oh, what you were about to say?
Might have been a spoiler.
Yeah, that's good. Good catch.
Yeah, I'm just like, is that common knowledge? I don't know. It was good. I would classify it as like just 4-star reads.
Yeah,
decent,
solid,
really good, solid.
Yeah.
But nothing that's gonna really shock you and and astound.
Yeah, and they're shorter, which is good too.
Yeah, they're only like 300 to 350 pages. They're not super bad. Nice. Yeah, I don't have them anymore. So I was like, Luke Arnold, I know who that is. Something Sunder City.
Yeah, that was good because it was bothering me. I couldn't remember the name of it, so I'm glad you did. So if you got rid of them, if anybody is near Andrew, just go to Half Price.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
You got rid of those a long time ago.
I was like 8 purges ago.
Yeah, Great Purge.
I don't even own Dresden physically anymore.
Really? You got rid of all your Dresden? You read all the way through that, right?
Yeah,
up to where it is now. Yeah.
So. I've already read it 4 times. I hated the last one. I hated it.
I know.
I hated it. I don't like anything about the direction we're going in. I don't like decisions that were made. I don't like anything about it.
And it'll be interesting to see where it goes.
And now he's kind of. I was reading it back when it was like a release every year.
Yeah. Me too.
I've been into Dresden since 2007. I've read through at least 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I don't care. That's not enough to redeem it for me.
It's not enough.
No. To be made to wait at all those years and then to make those decisions, which it's funny. The big twist, there was a short story that was released Christmas prior to the release. And me and a buddy called each other up, and we both were like, "Does this mean what we think it means?"
Yeah.
And we were both correct, and we were both pissed.
Oh yeah, that's even worse if you thought it was going to happen and then it still happened.
It still happened. Well, because if you can infer certain relationships in the way certain relationships work,
how they're playing out.
Like, with this short story, something doesn't ring true.
That's true.
And then you're like, why are people missing?
Right. Ugh. Yeah. I know that was.
I hated it. And
I wasn't a fan of
that. The boon that he has to do at the end of the book, no.
Oh yeah. Fair.
And he's starting to take too long again. Like if it doesn't release next year, I'm out.
Yeah, because when did that follow up like novella come out? That took a while just for that.
I don't care about the law. I never read it.
Yeah.
I care about when Battleground came out.
Yeah.
Battleground Dresden.
I'm saying that novella took forever just for that to come out, let alone the next book. Well, I actually have it right here.
Yeah, it came out in 2021.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least a couple of years, 3 years.
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
Dang.
About to be well. If it is not out by October of 2025, it'll be 4 years.
Yeah. And I haven't heard anything.
Yep. It's been sitting at like 76% complete on his website for like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I know. And he's supposedly
does not bode well for a 2025 release.
No. Well, and he wants to do like 20 some books still, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he want to do like 4 or 5 more? And it's like, ooh, well, if it takes 3 years for every book to come out.
It was supposed to be 22 books in an Apocalypse trilogy.
Yeah.
25 books.
Yeah.
And now he's adding in Mirror Mirror. So it's 23 books and an Apocalypse trilogy for 26.
So rolling.
And at some point, it's long in the tooth.
It is. Gets a little long in the tooth.
I'm glad people still love it.
Mm-hmm.
It means a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Changes is an amazing book. But
it is very good.
I hated Battlegrounds, and I didn't like Peace Talks either.
Which one didn't you like? Oh,
Peace
yeah.
Talk.
I feel like that was like just a little setup for Battleground anyway. You know, it just felt like one book they split.
Yeah. But it felt like they split it. You could tell.
Yes, right where,
It was a little on the clunky side with the split because you could tell some fluff was added in to pad it out to make it feel like a full novel.
Yeah, I thought that too.
There were some storylines of been there, done that again with Thomas.
Yeah, that's true. He kind of took a back seat for a while too. It seemed like in the books.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see.
I know. But so really, if it comes out in 2026, you're not going to read it.
Not immediately.
Come on, you know you're going to read it.
I'll probably read it. I'm not going to do a series reread.
Yeah.
I've done a series reread for every book since Cold Days.
Okay. Yep. That's pretty. Before everyone after that?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So for Cold Days, Skin Game,
mm-hmm.
And I mean, Peace Talks and Battleground released so close together.
Right. So you didn't have to, yeah.
I just did one for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah. I used to at the aforementioned gas station, I would just sit in the back on night shift and read Dresden. Because we were a locked door gas station, you'd have to ring a bell.
Oh no. Yeah. You're right. And they had the window and right.
Yeah. Nice. So I could just sit in the back after all the work was done and read. And that's usually awesome. my book of choice. I was either watching Doctor Who or I was reading Dresden.
Oh man. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Either way. I stayed there for 6 years. It was such a cush job.
No wonder you were there so long.
Yeah.
Dang. You're like, I'll work all the night shifts.
Yeah, I got paid more money.
Heck yeah. Well, that's a lot safer. Joe says, is that gas station hired?
I wouldn't work there again, even if you paid me.
Oh, man.
No.
Yeah, no, that those jobs you have when you're younger, once you get older, it's like, nah, I wouldn't go back for that.
Now, if I have to leave my house, it's already an inconvenience.
If you have to stay somewhere for 8 hours, no way.
No way.
No way. Oh
No,
man.
I'm not. What are you reading?
What am
You
I
told
reading?
me we were texting like 2 days ago and you told me, but I've since forgotten.
Yep. So I'm reading kind of a reread of We Are the Dead. I read it when it first came out, and then me and Jake and Chance and Alex we're doing that. So I'm rereading it so that when we talk, I kind of remember, because I haven't read it. It's been a while. I haven't read book 2 and 3 though. Did you ever read We Are the Dead? Mike Shackle, yeah.
No. So I read We Are the Dead.
Okay, so you
And
did read
then
it.
one of my I had a close group on BookTube, and somebody died.
Oof.
And around that time, I was like, Grimdark's a no.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, if you notice on my patron card up in the corner, it always says the Eternal Wizard.
Oh yeah, I have noticed that. Yeah,
that's who that's for.
That's cool. Okay.
She's part of the group who got me the leather-bound Magician Easton Press.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So it was at that point I was reading it. I was supposed to be reading it with John from Talking Story.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, "Hey John, I hate to do it to you, but I got to bow out right now. Like I can't be reading this dark of a story."
Oh, yeah. That's hard.
And, he was very understanding, and I haven't built up the steam to get back to it yet.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's tough, man. Well, that's hard.
That was at the start of, I think that was the start of this year.
Okay. Yeah, that is hard.
Start of this year, end of last year.
Okay.
So November, December, roughly a year ago.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that hasn't been very long.
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss, man. That's hard.
It is what it is. That's life.
Yeah, it is. It is, but still sucks.
No, yeah,
it's okay. Yeah. I mean, it's easy to make close friendships on here with people, man. That's tough. Ugh. Well,
you're also apparently reading Rogue Lawyer.
Oh, did Novel Insight say that? Yes. So he's more of a thriller reader, Dr. L here. So a long time ago, I had Rogue Lawyer in like a thrift store haul, and I did a video, and then he had gotten it. He's like, "Oh, we should buddy read it." I'm like, "Yeah." And then he already read it like 2 months ago, and I haven't. So I am reading it slowly this month, just a couple chapters here and there.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a thriller. I got one right here.
Oh, I know. What do you got back there?
4MK.
4MK. What's that?
This is the Four Monkey Killer.
Oh yeah. I wanted to read. Yeah, J.D. Barker. Yeah.
Yeah, J.D. Barker. This book, brilliant. This book, brilliant. This book, it's a bit of a stretch.
No, they didn't stick the landing, huh?
Well, it was an okay, but it requires such a suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
That you're just like, I don't believe anything that's happening right now. Like, there's just so many bodies, and so like the killer basically just gaslights everybody.
Okay.
And like he does it so well that like he gets the investigating police officer to be investigated.
Oh, really?
And he's this dude's a straight up serial killer, and he's just like, I didn't do it.
Oh, geez.
It really stretches.
A little too much. Huh?
Yeah, but the first two books are brilliant. Just the third book's worth reading just to get the conclusion.
Right, to finish this story. Yeah.
To finish it out.
Oh, yeah, he said because of your reviews, that's
how
yeah, me too. And when I saw you talking about it, I'm like, ooh. Yeah.
4MK was really good. Great audiobooks as well. Okay,
that's good. I love I think my favorite thriller series I've read is Orphan X. Have you ever heard of that one?
Why does that sound familiar? Is that a manga?
No. Oh, you're probably thinking of Hunter X. X Hunter. Man, I don't know where it's at. I'm trying to move my bookshelves around to make more room, and I have like half my books on the floor all around me right now. So I don't know where anything is. But Orphan X.
Hurwitz?
Yeah. Yep. That's the one. So you haven't read
10-book series, dude.
I know. It was only going to be shorter than that, but they've done so well. And actually, the story doesn't feel long in the tooth. It's been pretty good. It's pretty cool. I always loved Repairman Jack, and it's similar to that, but there's no supernatural stuff.
Who is Orphan X? The Nowhere Man is a legendary figure spoken about only in whispers. It's said that when he's reached by the truly desperate and deserving, the Nowhere Man can and will do anything to protect and save them. But he's not merely a legend.
It's pretty cool. He's like a Andrew Watson's in here. He liked Orphan X. What's up, man?
Ooh, well, okay, fine. I'll add it to my wish list.
Add it. So basically, the government takes these orphans, these kids from orphanages, and then they train them eventually to be like assassins and stuff, and send them out on crazy missions, and then they're assigned a letter like Orphan GH, and he's Orphan X, and eventually he breaks free of it and goes off on his own, and now he tries to like make up for the bad he did and help people. But he like has like a boring pretend day job and pretends to be this very unassuming person, but really he's, you know, he's solving problems for people who are up against it and can't solve the problem themselves.
Nice.
He lives off the grid.
I read a bunch of like I said, adventure thrillers. So I did like the Cotton Malone, I did the Gabriel and Leon, I did the Sigma Forces.
Yep. Oh yeah, you hit all the big ones then.
Yeah, I did Douglas Preston, Lincoln Childs,
those are good
novels.
Yeah.
Talk about getting along in the tooth. They had to go full on nuts to keep that series going. They're like, okay, we're not supernatural except for maybe a little bit here. Let's do time travel. And it's just like
time travel eventually in those.
Yeah, no, like by 15, they're like, screw it, let's just send everybody back to the past.
Let's just start over again.
Yeah. It's like, you know, book number 2 when we were like doing stuff.
Yeah.
Just put everybody back there.
Oh man, that's crazy. I always wondered how that series ends up.
Well, and like Pendergast's brother, like keeps popping up in the series despite the fact that he got dropped into a volcano. And like he just keeps coming back with no explanation.
No explanation how he got out of there.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you're supposed to be dead. And he's like, yeah, I got better.
Oh man. What the heck? That's not good.
After about book 8, I was just like, this is probably where you should have ended it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
I keep hearing about S.A. Cosby.
I don't think I've read anything by them, but
yeah, it was just a flesh wound, exactly.
Just a mere flesh wound. Oh man, Gray Man's pretty good. I've read some of those too. Those are fun.
I've only got so much shelf space. Okay, listen.
I know.
So many recommendations.
Tell me about it, man. I hear you. And you've got a good ratio now of shelves you've read versus shelves you haven't. We don't want to mess with that.
I will say almost everything that's on here has been purchased within like the last year. Most of them.
Yeah.
I would say 70% of my unread is purchased within the last year.
That's good. That's good. Palmer asked if they're gonna make a TV show. They've been talking about it for a long time, Palmer, but they haven't.
So I should buy them before they change the book cover.
Yeah. You don't want to get the gross non-removable.
The gross like a non-removable sticker.
Oh, I hate that. Some people actually like the movie TV tie-in like covers. They buy them on purpose. I'm like, what? Oh, those are the worst.
Those are just people who are lying to themselves. They want it to be
trying to get a rise out of
people. They tell themselves a little white lie to make it okay. Nobody actually likes the movie tie-in, TV show tie-in covers.
You wonder why I get why in theory they think it's a good idea to do it, but you just wonder how many people actually buy those. But I guess there's some people that are just like, oh, I want to watch this show. I'll buy this book. But I can't imagine it does it well.
I don't think. Do I have a single tie-in novel? I bought them on accident before, and I've returned them all.
I actually had the one for Horns for a while because it was from a thrift store, and I just But then I got rid of it because I really want to get. I love the regular cover for that.
Horns
work, yeah.
I don't know. I love my Lavidian.
Well, now I would rather have yours, but that's a pretty one, man. Where was that from again?
This is Lavidian Press, but I bought it off of Subterranean Press.
Ooh, yeah, Subterranean. Nice. Oh man, that's sweet. That's awesome. Oh,
I love
Lucky
it.
Dog. That's a good one.
It really is. And it's got like a Q&A in the back.
Oh,
It's got some extra goodies, but like it also, like, it says horns and it says Joe Hill in red.
oh, that looks sharp.
It really is. I'm a big fan of this.
Oh,
Oh, what was that?
something you haven't seen yet in there? Ooh, that's cool. What is that?
I don't remember. But I mean, just the art in here is just really cool. It was between this one and there's a few different special editions. There's one from PS Publishing, which I was going to do, but I decided not to. There's another one. Oh, Suntop. Suntop did one.
Forget about them.
Yeah. Oh, I love Suntop.
Yeah, they have some good ones.
I've got Suntop, one Suntop book on the way right now.
What did you get from them?
The Amityville Horror.
Ooh. Right.
Oh yeah. It's so good.
Oh man.
It's so good. If you ignore the fact that it's supposed to be a true story, you ignore all that garbage.
It's just good.
There's a bunch of lawsuits surrounding the based on a true story title that they tried to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got sued to high heaven.
Sucks for them.
Yeah, but other than that, it's a really good story.
Dang, I have to look that one up. I haven't looked at their site for a while.
Suntop?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love I've got 2 of them so far.
I was gonna say, which ones you got from them?
I've got Hell House.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing that one. That's sweet. Dang. Man. That's cool.
And this is the kind of sort of artist gift edition. Oh, I can't show that. I can't show
anything.
Protect boobs. Yeah, that's
Lindy, what's up?
It's Blobby.
Oh, that's a sweet drawing.
Yeah, so the art is really cool and it just feels amazing in the hand. But the one that really turned me on to them was I did a video where I kind of straight up said, if a special edition of this ever gets made again, I'm going to buy it. And then everybody and their mother pinged me and was like, remember that thing you said? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, well, pony up, big boy. And I was like, I can't afford it, but I'll do it anyway. I had to sell some books to afford this.
Oh man, I bet.
We've got Boys.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I was thinking of. Yes, I wanted to get that too, and then I saw your video. I'm like,
you can go on their. They've got a really solid Facebook group.
Do they? I'll have to check it out.
Really solid Facebook group.
That's good.
And a lot of them are sold at either a slight markup or just incredibly affordable.
That's good. Oh,
so like a lot of the times it's at cost.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
And this book is an absolute masterpiece.
Ugh, I know. Well, that's the thing. I haven't even read it, but everybody I know talks about how great it is.
I was very skeptical. And I was absolutely blown away.
Oh, the art and that's so good.
Oh, so good. They just did a Swan Song as well, but I'm not super in love with Swan Song.
I bet
everybody loved Swan Song when it came out, and I was just like, or it got big on Swan Song, I should say, last year.
Oh yeah.
And I was just kind of like, I mean, it was all right.
Have you read The Stand?
I have.
Did you like The Stand better?
I did.
Okay.
So that it could be that I just read The Stand first.
Yeah.
You just swap out Pestilence with Nuclear Fallout.
Right.
Really it's the same kind of struggle with good and evil. So they're very similar. I need to give it another shot. I've been meaning to. And when I do, I might.
Did you finish it?
What?
The
Swan Song?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, I still had. I reached the second half.
So that's a chunky book.
It is a very chunky book. I got about 50% through, and I was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to get Blackwater.
Ooh, I bet that one's nice.
Yeah, that one's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get that one. See, it's usually you're in either or. You're either Swan Song or you're this.
I think she might have been talking. Mindy, were you talking about Boy's Life being one of your favorite books, or?
She says I prefer Swan Song over The Stand.
Yeah.
But unless she's talking about Boy's Life, I don't know. I've got McCammon's one hell of a good writer.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I love his Matthew Corbett series. Yeah. I just got in Blue World, Bethany Sin, and Usher's Passing.
Oh, nice.
And I want to get more from him as well.
Yeah.
So,
how many books are in that series now? Because I just
Corbett is 9 plus a short story collection.
Okay.
I think.
Nice.
But it's complete as of, I believe, 2 days ago.
Nice.
So yeah, the last book I think just came out.
Okay. Very cool. That's good. Yeah, I like the first one a lot.
I got the Sniper. Yeah.
Yep.
Queen of Bedlam's even better.
Yeah. Oh, good. Because I got that one lined up to go soon.
Yeah. Queen of Bedlam is amazing.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Slaughter, not so much.
I've heard that.
It's got a rough sort of patch. Providence Rider was pretty good. Okay. River of Souls was really good.
Okay.
And I really wanted to get to Freedom of the Mask this month, wherever I put it. It's right here. Freedom of the Mask. Yeah, Freedom of the Mask. This is book number 6.
6. Okay.
But I've been reading it now for about 1.5 years, 2 years.
Okay.
I'll just make my way slowly through it. But I will definitely read another Corbett here soon.
Nice.
Ugh. Yeah. Those are gross.
We all get it. It's all right.
I have the... what are we talking about?
Only have... Oh, so she's just saying that she only has 2 collector's edition books, and they're from Midworld Press.
Midworld Press does a good job at a very low cost.
I haven't heard of
for a collector's edition. They do a lot of Buellman stuff.
Oh yeah, and Senna loves Buellman.
Yeah, so they do Christopher Buellman stuff.
Okay.
And I think they've done... I don't know if they've done Lesser Dead yet, but they've done pretty much everything else that
Buellman's other stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's see. Man, we've already been talking for 1 hour and 17 minutes.
Yeah.
That's flying by. Well, let's see. Is everything fine at the house? Are you okay to keep talking, or do you got to go? I know when you got little ones. I know how that goes.
I got about 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's use that 10 minutes up then. Oh man!
Speaking of little ones, here comes one.
That sounds like a little kid stomp.
It is a little kid stomp. As you come in like a bull in a china shop. Hi, dude.
Oh, is this your little dude?
Yeah.
Oh man!
Don't terrorize the cat. What are you doing, buddy?
Oh man!
Come here. Or you could hop away. Okay, bye.
Like, I'm out. No way. Oh yeah, this was what I was gonna ask you earlier. I forget. Senna asked if we have a DNF in common, and I don't think we do, because I don't DNF stuff. I'm not as smart as you. We're 2 extremes.
Say what?
I said we're 2 ends of extremes. I don't DNF ever, and you DNF
all the time.
A little bit, yeah. Okay, all the time, yeah.
Yeah, so probably not.
I don't think we do. No.
No, I can't bring myself to read something that I'm not particularly in love with and or enjoying.
It's smart. You're a smart man. That's how I should be. Maybe someday I'll be that way.
I don't know. I put down like 3 to 4 books a month and just walk away. I cycle through.
It's like 1 a week.
Yeah.
Then how many books do you read a week? You're a fast reader. 3 books a week?
Yeah, ish.
Get out of here. You read 3 books a week?
I mean, I use audiobooks as well, but yeah.
Hey, that counts. I mean, you're still listening. I mean, what do you listen to your audiobooks on?
At about 1.5.
Oh yeah, so that's not bad. That's still impressive, man. Oh Oh, Palmer's a DNFer like Andrew. I didn't know that. Oh, look at that little dude. What's up, man?
You can only see the eyes. Only the eyes.
Only the eyes.
Only the eyes. All right. Off you pop.
I would say I sometimes I am like that too, Jenny. She says she doesn't DNF, but sometimes the bookmark stalls for years. Yep. I would say I have done that. He's got a lot to say about something.
Yeah, he's letting me know what's up. I think. Oof.
Oh, that's what he's telling you.
That's what he's telling me. Oof.
Oh, I don't miss that. My kids are all out of diapers.
All out of diapers?
Yeah, my youngest.
You've done it twice today.
How much more can be in there?
Exactly.
Oh man.
Oh, well, I heard my wife say, like, why does it stink in here? And I was just like, I don't know. I haven't smelled. And now I understand why it stinks in here.
Now you know. Now you know.
Yeah.
Ooh. Do you read much nonfiction?
Not a
I
whole
don't.
lot.
I used to read more, but yeah. Unless it's something specific, I don't usually squeeze any in.
My favorite would probably be what was it? Because there's two different versions. There's I Am Spock and I Am Not Spock. It's my favorite autobiography by Leonard Nimoy. I think it is I Am Spock that I read. I Am Not Spock came out first. Okay. And I Am Spock was a rebuttal to his own book, I Am Not Spock. Huge Leonard Nimoy fan growing up.
Nice.
So that's probably my favorite.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. The last nonfiction book I read, man, I don't know. I think when I was, I think it was back when I was in school for teaching, we had to find like a book and do a project on it that had to do with teaching. I read this pretty cool book called, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's about this guy that he started like his own whole school now to teach teachers how to like connect with kids. And it was pretty cool. He had all these things about how he would set up his whole day to teach them. Like his class at the end of the school year is like the only one where kids would say, you know, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. And they were like super respectful. They did all the stuff in the community. And it was a pretty cool book. It's like called 55 Lessons. I can't remember, but that was the last one I read. Super left a mark, as you can tell. I can't remember what it's called. What else did we get? Oh. What did Mindy say here? 5 books. Yeah. See, so you're a hard DNF though. You're like, I'm done. I'm moving on.
Yeah, I've rarely come back to a DNF. The DNF I've come back to the most is Eliza Lachlamora.
Oh yeah.
It's not a bad book. It's just not quite my vibe.
Right. Have you read Inevitable Ruin? I haven't heard of that.
I'm gonna need more than that. The title sounds familiar, but I'm gonna use trusty Amazon and look it up.
Nico's here.
Yeah, Nico has been rubbing it in my. Oh, Inevitable Ruin is Dungeon Crawler Crawl 7. That's why.
Yeah. I'm like, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. I can't bring myself. I started it on ebook, and it felt incredibly wrong to read something physically that I have enjoyed immensely on audio. Yeah, Andrew, I got it. I was just like, that looks so incredibly familiar. It's downloaded on my Kindle right now, but like, it felt like my brain was only doing some sort of approximation of the voices. And because I'm not used to seeing the way that book is formatted, it actually was a bit difficult to read. Mainly because, you know, Jeff Hayes has done all of the work for me over the last 6 books. And so, that's kind of why I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, that makes sense. We've done the whole thing and you liked it. When it's good audio, it's hard to.
Oh my gosh. My favorite narrator is Ray Porter right now. Anything Ray Porter touches. I mean, like he did Project Hail Mary. He did Amityville Horror. He did Hell House. He did Rune Lords by David Farland.
Oh, I didn't know he did that.
He did Bobiverse.
Yeah.
I think that's Dennis E. Taylor.
Yeah, I think that is.
Yeah. Anything I've ever listened to from Ray Porter has just been absolutely amazing. And so right now I am just in a Ray Porter mood. Oh, and he does all of, not all, but like 80% of Jonathan Mayberry's work.
Yeah.
So he does some of the voice.
Joe Ledger, probably. Yeah.
I haven't gotten to Joe Ledger yet. I am currently on Kagan the Damned, and I am working my way through Mayberry's backlog. I just started Mayberry, so I've got a lot of books.
Yeah,
he's a 5-time Bram Stoker Award winner.
Yeah.
Like, he's a highly decorated author.
Yes. Yep. I read the first Joe Ledger. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
I've got it. I've got it on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the first 2 on shelf.
Nice.
And I've also got a bunch of his zombie books.
Yeah.
I've got 4 of his zombie books. And I've got 2 of the Ledger books.
Very nice.
And then I've got all 3 of these.
Very nice. Yeah, I've got all 3 of those too. I don't have any. Do you have, like, is it the Rot and Ruin books or whatever? Those zombie ones?
Those are the YA ones, I think. Rot and Ruin is his YA series of like books.
And then the other one is
I've got Patient Zero, Fall of Night, Dead of Night, and then I've got Dark of Night.
Okay.
So, and all of that is narrated by Porter.
Oh, yeah. He's done a lot of stuff. Dang.
Oh, yeah. He's been in the game for a long time. At least for 15 years.
Dang.
So he's been at it since like audio first became a thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's been busy.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, then I guess we can end it here. Thanks, chat, for being here. You guys were awesome. A nice, lively group. Awesome comments. Andrew, thank you so much for coming on, man. This was
not a problem.
Long overdue. I've been looking forward to it. It's fun to chat with you, man. We'll do it.
We've been talking about it for a couple months now.
I know. So yeah, I'm glad we finally did it, and we'll have to do it some more. So
yeah, absolutely.
We appreciate it. So thank you everybody for being here. Appreciate it. Everyone have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as always, devour your TBRs. Be brave, be beautiful to one another, and be beastly. We'll see ya.
See ya.
Awkward pause till it closes. Jazz hands.